Most people drift through life, controlled by emotions, distractions, and fear. But the Stoics lived differently. They built habits that made them calm in chaos, disciplined in darkness, and powerful in silence. If you master these 10 habits, your life will no longer be ruled by the world, but by you. Number 1. Wake up with memento mori. Every morning, remind yourself, you could leave life right now. That's what Marcus Aurelius wrote. Why? Because we live like we're immortal. We waste time, delay decisions, and fear failure more than regret. But the truth is this: every sunrise is a countdown. Every breath is a gift you're not owed. When you wake up with the awareness that your life is not guaranteed, everything changes. You stop procrastinating, you stop chasing shallow things. You begin to ask yourself, what truly matters? Memento mori isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to sharpen you, to help you focus, simplify, and live on purpose, not autopilot. Start each day like it's your last. Speak less nonsense. Do the hard thing. Forgive faster. Take the risk. Be kind, but fierce. A man who remembers death doesn't waste time trying to impress people. He spends his energy building a legacy. The moment you forget you're going to die is the moment you stop living. 2. Practice voluntary discomfort. Seneca, one of the great Stoics, used to wear rough clothes, sleep on the floor, and eat bland food. Not because he had to, but because he wanted to. Why? To train his mind. To show himself he could endure discomfort and remain in control. In today's world, everything is built for convenience. We have fast food, climate control, instant dopamine, but all of that comfort makes men soft, weak, dependent. Stoics believe that by choosing discomfort, you sharpen your resilience. You eliminate fear because you've already tasted the worst. Try it. Skip a meal, sleep on the floor, take a freezing shower, walk in the rain. Don't complain, just observe. Watch how your mind reacts. Notice how you adapt. Each time you endure something voluntarily, you grow harder, calmer, stronger. The world trains you to run from discomfort. Stoicism trains you to stand inside it and remain unmoved. Don't wait for life to test you, test yourself. A man who practices discomfort has nothing to fear when life inevitably breaks. Number 3, control your first reaction. You are not your thoughts, you are not your feelings. You are what you do with them. Something bad happens, a disrespectful comment, a failure, a delay. The average person snaps, complains, reacts. The Stoic man pauses. He sees the space between stimulus and response, and in that space he finds power. Epictetus taught that we should never let external events control our inner peace. That starts with mastering your first reaction. Which the truth is, most problems in life aren't caused by the event, they're caused by your response to it. Train yourself to delay, to breathe, to step back and ask, is this within my control? If it is, act with reason. If it's not, let it go. Say nothing, do nothing. Preserve your energy. This habit alone will protect your relationships, your mindset, your focus. In a world addicted to outrage, a calm man is dangerous. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to respond to every insult. You just need to control the one thing no one can take from you: your mind. Number 4, journal daily for reflection. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations for the world. He wrote them for himself. Late at night, he would reflect on his thoughts, his actions, his failures, and his values. That's how he sharpened his soul. Today, we scroll instead of reflect. We react instead of observe. But journaling is the habit that reverses that. It slows you down, forces you to think, to examine your day, your habits, your weaknesses, your wins, to become brutally honest with yourself. You don't need a fancy notebook, just a few quiet minutes before bed. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where did I fall short of my values? What am I grateful for? What will I do differently tomorrow? Don't write for the world, write to see your own mind. The Stoic doesn't chase perfection, he chases progress. And progress starts with awareness. If you don't reflect, you repeat. If you don't write, you forget. And if you don't face your own patterns, they will own you. Number 5, live by a personal code. Stoics didn't wait for motivation, they followed principles, a code, a set of unbreakable laws they lived by, no matter how they felt. That's why they were so dangerous, so grounded, so free. Most men live by impulse. They say things like, I just wasn't feeling it. The Stoic doesn't care how he feels, he cares what's right, what's useful, what's aligned with his values. Write your code. Example, I do not lie, I wake up early, I train my body, I do not speak in anger, I keep my word. When you live by a code, you become reliable to yourself. You no longer chase validation. You stop negotiating with laziness. And when life throws chaos at you, your principles keep you centered. Every warrior has rules. Without them, you are a slave to emotion, habit, and distraction. With them, you are unshakable. Number 6, focus only on what you can control. The Stoics had one obsession: control the controllable. Everything else? Ignore it. You can't control the economy, or what people think, or whether it rains tomorrow, but you can control your effort, your attitude, your integrity, your routine. Most of our anxiety comes from trying to control things that are out of our hands. That's wasted energy. The Stoic uses his power where it counts. When something happens, ask, is this under my control? If yes, act. If no, let it go. Simple, not easy, but liberating. This mindset makes you bulletproof. Because you stop blaming, you stop fearing, you stop clinging to outcomes, you just do your best and walk away with peace. The man who focuses only on what he controls becomes untouchable. Number 7, silence over emotion. In today's world, everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to react, reply, respond. But the Stoic, he chooses silence. Because silence is not weakness, it's control. Seneca warned, speech is a dangerous servant and a fearful master. When you speak without discipline, you create enemies, regrets, and chaos. But when you speak with intention, or not at all, you own the room. Hold your tongue, especially when angry, especially when emotional. Don't rush to speak. Don't explain yourself to everyone. Don't try to win small battles with loud words. A calm presence often speaks louder than noise. Silence builds mystique, it builds power. The Stoic doesn't waste breath proving himself. He proves it in his actions. Master your mouth and you master your mind. Number 8, train your body like a warrior. A Stoic isn't just mentally strong, he's physically prepared. Seneca said a philosopher must be strong, ready for hardship. Why? Because a soft body leads to a soft mind. Your body is your battlefield, your energy source, your armor. If it's weak, your discipline fades with it. But when you train daily, even when it's hard, you become a man of momentum. You don't need to become a bodybuilder, just move. Sweat, push past your comfort, lift, run, breathe, suffer. Every rep you endure sharpens your discipline. Every drop of sweat is an act of resistance against mediocrity. Discipline isn't built by words, it's built in the gym, in the cold, in the mornings when no one's watching. Train your body, not for looks, but for strength, endurance, and command. A Stoic man doesn't chase pleasure, he chases power over himself. Number 9, practice negative visualization. What if you lost your job, your health, someone you love? Most people avoid these thoughts, but the Stoic leaned into them, not to suffer, but to prepare, to appreciate, to become emotionally unbreakable. Negative visualization is imagining the worst, not to be sad, but to be ready. It creates perspective, it kills entitlement, it breeds gratitude. When you imagine losing what you love, you start to love it more. When you picture failure, you work harder to prevent it. And when disaster comes, because it always will, you're not shocked, you're steady. Sit for 5 minutes each morning. Imagine life stripped away, then come back and live it more deeply. Speak kinder, work harder, waste less. A man who has already rehearsed loss is not destroyed by it. Number 10, serve something greater than yourself. The Stoic doesn't live for applause, he lives for duty. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but he believed his purpose wasn't power, it was service. His duty to Rome, his family, his values. That's what kept him grounded. Modern life worships self, likes, status, comfort. But the Stoic lives for something beyond his ego. Maybe it's your family, a mission, a belief, a legacy. When your life has a purpose larger than you, small problems no longer control you. You work harder, not for clout, but out of love. You suffer, but find meaning in it. You win, but stay humble. Ask yourself, who or what are you serving? If the answer is just me, you will always feel empty. Purpose makes pain tolerable. Service makes struggle sacred. The Stoic warrior fights, not for himself, but for something eternal. These Stoic habits won't just make you stronger, they'll make you unshakable. Practice them daily, and you'll no longer be ruled by fear, noise, or weakness. You'll lead your own life. If you're ready to build that kind of man, subscribe now and start your transformation today.